Hi, everybody. My name is Queen Ann Ken. I want to welcome you to Peninsula View. We have some awesome guests today, an event that's coming up for an organization that's doing great things in the community. So their staff is here, so I'll let them introduce themselves. This is Shelly. So
Hi.
Shelly, introduce yourself and tell me what part you play in Live the Dream Network.
Okay. Hi, my name is, first of all, Queen Anne, thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
I know you've been doing this for over 30 years, and we just appreciate what you're doing for the community. And my name is Shelly Cheney Floyd Jr. I know I get a lot of flack, like, what's the junior for, but that's my name. And I'm the current president of the Live the Dream Network. We have been established since about 2000. Myself and our previous former president, Lavelle Pennington, created this organization to establish some kind of scholarships for at-risk youth. And so he has since passed away, and I'm now the president.
Carrying on with the dream.
Yes,
yeah, that's great.
Forward. And we just decided, since I did that, to take this to the next level.
Oh, okay.
So I've gone and gotten some training because I had to learn what I was doing. And this year we've gotten an excellent board. We have 13 people on our board now.
13?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I'm so proud of all professional people, all volunteering their time.
That's awesome.
And we have really gone to the next level. We actually have. So we've been, what we do is we want to establish, support short-term education for lifetime careers. That's in a nutshell how we want to, what we're about.
Okay, so that's really what we need in this community to help. Do they have to qualify in any way, or is this something you saw a void missing in our community that you wanted to fill as an organization for youth that have potential but maybe not the access to further education, higher education?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're talking, we want to aim at, for instance, youth that are aging out of foster care. They can't go straight to college. They may graduate, they may get their GED or get a diploma, but they can't go to college because they're out of foster care. They have to have some place to live, or someplace they have to establish something for themselves. How about, you know, in the old days when you was 18, mama was like, and daddy was like, get a job, go to the army,
do something. Yeah, do something.
So you can't go to, so many kids have to age out of their homes. They don't even age out of foster care. So what do? So what about the kids that are homeless or sleeping on auntie's couch or raised by their brother?
So your organization is set up to fulfill that gap too?
No, so what we want to do is say you can't go to college right now, but how about if we do a 6-month certificate program or a trade thing?
Okay,
So
to give them a skill, so they can,
So now you have a job to take care of yourself while you go on to pursue a higher education.
Okay, that's awesome.
How about a barber's license? How about a bus driver's certificate? How about CNA? If you, a real estate license to get started costs $350 for the initial classes. Another $120 or something for the test.
For the test.
And boom, you have a career for the rest of your life. But suppose you don't have $350. That's where we come in.
Oh, that's where you come in and pay.
That's where we come in.
Good.
We want to get
so
that.
now how do you get to the kids that need that service? How do you find them?
That's where we need help from your audience and from you.
From the community.
From the
Okay,
community. We want to like to have ways to connect to the community so that they can bring us these kids. Because imagine if you're sleeping on your aunt's couch, you don't have a computer. You don't have any way to reach out. So we need you to come to the community to show us where these kids are. We want to connect with other organizations that are helping at-risk youth, like foster care organizations and homeless organizations, so that they can feed into us, so we can say, here's $250 to go get your barber's license.
Now, do you have any kind of monitoring program or a checking on them, the people that come through your program, and how they're doing in couple of years, because you've been in existence for a while now?
We're going to be establishing that. As I said, we're growing, and I think that our education director could speak to that.
My name is Anthony Brown. I'm the CEO of Live the Dream Network. This is my second year of the 5 years in their existence as CEO. When I first was asked to join the organization as CEO, one of my first goals were to change the demographic of who we're reaching out to.
Oh, okay, great. So you put some structure,
and some
not
youth,
you knew,
some youth,
yeah,
some-
different structure.
yeah,
I shouldn't
some
say
different
structure. We
structure,
had already had structure, but different
Right,
structure.
Yes, yes. So
to
you know,
move forward.
I thought, you know, after attending some of the events, the previous events, that the demographic was somewhere between 50 and up. And I wanted to bring that back a little bit. And there's nothing
Okay,
wrong with
all
that.
right,
There's
now
nothing
you
wrong
hit
with
it
that, but I just think that youth need more
I
attention
know,
than
I
we do,
agree
that's
with you.
all.
I agree. So you brought some,
That's
you
what I
know,
wanted.
current thinking involved with
That's
the.
all it was. You know, I'm
For
older
the future,
than,
huh?
I'm older than that.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
really,
you
because
know,
that's the
but-
only way we can
but
move
still.
ahead. We got to have the youth, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, immediately my thoughts was to introduce or invite some of our friends to join the organizations. And as Shelley mentioned, we have 13 members, and those 13 members are really good friends of ours.
From different aspects of
Yes, very, very versed.
the age group wise and professional wise.
They're all in that, let's say, 30 to 50.
All right,
60
you got a
area.
good group there.
30 to
Yeah,
60
yeah,
area.
yeah.
So it
Some
did bring me-
experienced people
Yes, yes.
mixed with people that are going to change the world, right?
All
yeah.
different professions.
Uh-huh.
correct. We
And
have
different
some
profession?
We have some entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
We have some people that in corporate. You
All
know,
right.
We have educators. Yeah, so.
Yeah, finance people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's always key.
So, it's not that we weren't structured in that way before, we just needed some more professional.
Yeah, you need a
assistance.
deeper,
absolutely,
deeper
absolutely.
grasp of that. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, my vision when thinking of that for the future is that there's so many organizations in the Bay Area that I'm now aware of that are sort of like associated with the same effort that we're trying to put together here. So you know, we have to be able to stand out. We don't have to be number one in everything, but at least somewhere in the top 5 and have our name out there where someone could say,
Okay.
Live the Dream Network. Yes, I know. I'm very well familiar with them. They're the ones that helped my cousin get this degree or this
Right,
certificate.
right.
Or,
So you want to distinguish yourself in this
Niche.
population.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, I mean, I don't hear a lot of people working towards that population.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so we're trying to establish that niche. You know, we can't do we want to help everybody.
Yeah, but you can't, yeah,
So
yeah.
so it's best for us to focus, to bring the focus in. I think, for instance, like if you can, instead of doing, my vision, instead of doing one $5,000 scholarship to one person to go to
Howard University or something.
Because there's so much money out there already
Yeah.
for your 4.0s.
Yes,
and that kind of
yes,
thing.
that's
But
true,
I would
that's
rather
true.
take that 5 and chop it into 10 little pieces and give out and get 10 people in trade school.
Exactly.
For instance,
exactly.
another example, floral design, right? Sounds like not floral design, but there's like a 3-month course in floral design for like
It said, I always love floral design
It's
because
like
it's
a-
intricate.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
like
yeah.
$150, right? But you can take that design. You can work at a flower shop. You can work at a funeral home. You can work for weddings. You
Yeah,
can do that.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
and you don't need anybody else to help you make money. You can do so that kind of thing. So that's enough to get you what we call a leg up.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
A leg up.
What we used
Okay.
to call
Okay.
that.
Good. Yeah. Oh, I like that because everybody has something. You know, they have something to give. They didn't come here with nothing. They have something to be explored, expressed, something that they can do to take care of themselves.
Right.
So you're feeling that niche where that would probably not be explored in high school, right?
No, yeah.
I don't think so. But that's good. That's good.
For
So-
instance, one more example. Anthony works in wiring and that kind of thing. So
You
there's
work in a winery?
No.
No.
Oh,
I'm
I was
actually-
about to get excited here, but
I'm actually in real estate and development. And what
Oh,
she was-
real
what she
estate
was referring
development,
to,
okay.
She was referring to network wiring.
network.
oh,
part of-
got
that's part
it.
of what I
Okay,
do.
one rank
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, there's a course called BISCI, where they teach you to do the intricate network wiring. It costs about $16.50. But for 60, because I knew a student that wanted to go to that class and they never could get it because they never got the 1650. So we want to supply that 1650. Go get that class, and now you have a trade for the rest of your
And
life.
you can go
Yeah.
anywhere and work with the biscuit
Anywhere.
certificate. Yeah.
Anywhere in the United States.
Wow, that's
So
good.
things
And the
like
thing about that is a lot of young folks aren't aware of that.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I know of construction workers
Mm-hmm.
that can go and get, like plumbing
Right.
license
That's
or
it.
something like that. But wiring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
what
yeah.
everyone's doing.
Because when you first said it, I thought you said winery. I got,
Yeah.
I got really excited
We'll
about
talk
that.
about the winery later.
But that is going to come up in the conversation. So
Absolutely.
she know where my mind was. Okay, on the upcoming event. So that you give them opportunities, like you talk to, they have meetings with these kids, or how do you get them? Where did they come from? I mean, how do you get introduced to them?
We get into, well, basically, we have our education department, and again, our education director will speak to that a little bit
Oh,
more.
okay, okay.
But he's in charge of overseeing the applications. We have establishing online applications, and he will speak to that when he comes.
Okay, well, good.
My role is networking, fundraising, finding the funds to do
For
that.
the- yeah.
Yeah, so I'm out there constantly networking, constantly introducing, getting our name, being the face of the
Because it is a
organization.
brand. You want to
Yes.
promote the brand, right?
Yeah.
So you just, I don't know where we were, but you shared that you recently got a grant.
We did.
Yeah, that was exciting because
Yeah.
their first
Very
grant is,
exciting, yeah.
This
hey,
is our very first
Yeah.
grant.
we've been out there trying. A lot of people can't get that.
We want to
So,
give a shout out to Supervisor Dave Cortese from
Oh,
the
yeah.
County Supervisor's
Yeah, one of my
Office.
favorite people.
He has been a loyal fan and supporter of Live the Dream Network for the past 10 years.
Okay.
He's attended all of our events. He's always putting a shout out for us and keeping our name and inviting us to things. And when this opportunity came up, he connected us with the application process. And we went through the whole process. It took 6 months. We just like everybody else, we went through.
you didn't go through no shortcuts. You just had to do the
We
same.
had to do the 12-page proposal and
Okay.
weighed and corrected, and we did it. And finally, we were granted the grant on July 1st for our
That's
very
great.
first grant.
I support David Cortese too, and as you all know, he's running for senator, so vote, okay?
Yeah, gotta
Pop
give him
up
a
for
shout.
him.
And the grant, it was a real confidence booster. You
Yeah.
struggled- you
Yeah,
struggled
that
with the
is, that
organization
is,
for
huh?
5 years. You don't really see much ground.
Because you
don't
work,
know
work,
how-
work, and
Right.
then where's the
Yeah, and
reward here?
Well,
Who
see,
really has
yeah.
faith in you that you can't get
Yeah,
a grant? And
yeah,
then,
when someone
and then
got
you
your
get
back.
this windfall, yeah.
Well, actually, we started this out giving little Mother's Day parties. We had
Okay.
all white Mother's Day little party with
Okay,
25
okay.
people, and then we sell some little raffle tickets and raffle off a basket, and then we take that little $200-300 we get and we give it to a kid, and that's how it started. Onesie, twosie. So now we're going to be hopefully get to the position, like I said, to change our focus so that we can help more people at one time.
And now, see, that's a good thing, because I like the fact that letting people know this didn't just happen overnight. This takes work. You got to be
Right.
committed,
Yeah.
Right.
and for the long haul, because 5 years, some people would have quit by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't, so that shows a deep commitment on your part. So
Absolutely.
good job, good job.
Thank you.
So is there anything more you want to add as being president and one of the people that started the organization from the very beginning?
No, that's about it. I just want to thank everybody for their continued support, and especially to thank you for having us on today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm
you're going
happy.
to be speaking to our events director. Her name is Yanis Brown, and you're going to be speaking to our education director of education, who is Chris Mosley, and he'll tell you a little bit about who he is.
Okay.
And they're going to tell you about our upcoming event. This will be our 5th year. I'm very excited, and I just hope everybody. And if you can't come, if you're too far away, there is a donate button if you want to.
Oh, right. So you can still donate.
You can
There's
still
no
donate.
excuse for not
You just
contributing.
go right to livethedreamnetwork.org.
Okay.
Very
Now
simple.
let me ask you one other thing. When you want where we are now, where you just got this grant, you're going to be able to give more kids the opportunity to choose a vocation. Where do you want to be, say, in 5 years? What's the goal for the future? Since you guys are the leaders of the network.
Well,
so.
for me, we want to have a building. We want to have a site where people can
Okay.
actually come
Right.
and we can do those things. They can apply. For the schools, we have a mentoring you were talking about.
Yeah.
The follow up. We want to keep in touch with these kids and watch how their life grows.
Yeah, so they come
And
back.
then we want to train those kids to help somebody else.
All right, and then be able
I
to,
agree.
lead the work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important to have a face on the organization. To have a personal contact with someone when they're looking for support. you know, because there's a lot of things that you can go out and get, but you have to go and get it online, but you never really know who you're talking to.
Right.
And being an owner of a company, for example, you could have customers out there. As the CEO, you've never gone to visit the customer, but you've got your president out there in their face, and you know, and your directors of education, but no one knows who you are. And I think it's very important that you have some human communication with.
I think
with an
you're right
individual.
too.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you very much for
Thank you for
being
having
on the
me.
show.
Thank you so much for
and
having
I'm
me.
looking forward to talking to the other guests so we
And
can
I-
find about this event that's coming up.
Absolutely.
Fine, and I hope you
One of my
attend.
favorite subjects, okay?
I hope you attend.
Okay, I will. I
Thank
will.
you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so just a moment. Don't go away. We're gonna have two other awesome guests to talk more about the Live the Dream Network and the upcoming event they're having. Okay, welcome back to Peninsula View. My name is Queen Ann Cannon. We're involved with talking about the Live the Dream Network and the events that are coming up and what they provide for youth, at-risk youth, and youth who've aged out of the system. So 2 more people on their board, and they're specialized in a particular piece. We're going to let them introduce themselves, and we'll talk about what they do.
My name is Chris Mosley. I am the Director of Education and also the Scholarship Chairman.
Oh, great. Yeah. So as the scholarship chairman, where do you find the youth? Where do you get these youth that is so in need of your services?
So as of last year, we started to focus on one particular set of students, which is called the McKinley-Vento students. Back in 1988, 86, or excuse me, 87, 88, before Ronald Reagan left out of office, he presented the McKinley-Vento bill, which helps homeless kids and students in also foster care. So in the Eastside Union School District, they have the director, but people who work in the community affairs liaisons. And so each school has someone in their school to where they target and follow students that are under the McKinley-Vento Act. And so I was able to connect with those with connections through my current job to go through and look for those students that we can assist to where they can do better after high school.
So what kind of spirit do they have? What kind of attitude? How do you choose the youth?
Well, I'll
that
tell
they-
you this, it is a little difficult
Is it
because
a
not
little-
everybody wants to be identified. However,
Yeah.
through the state of California and the Educational Act, if a student is homeless, they have the right to either stay at the school wherever they live. So let's say a homeless student currently lives in Milpitas, but attended a school in San Jose, they have the right to stay at that school.
And stay in which school? Milpitas or San Jose?
San Jose.
San Jose.
Yeah, I can give you, like I said, for example, there's a student that attended Piedmont Hills, but lives in Milpitas because that's their home of choice at the time.
Okay,
Because
okay.
they were homeless.
And did they live with their parents or live in a shelter or?
Live with an uncle or auntie.
Oh, okay, good.
And so we have those kind of challenges. And then when you call them up in a meeting, just say, hey, look, I want to give you an opportunity to further your education. There's some kids that will, kind of shun you away, but there are some that want to make that change. And by doing that change, our job is try to get them, get them out, let's say get them a leg up, not a handout. And so we encourage them to fill out a form, and what we do is when we're at the school, I have the form online for them to fill out there, so I can assist them within that process.
Okay.
And so they fill it out there. We have a scholarship team committee that will review the forms, and then we select our winners.
Now, do you have sort of a support team that goes along with this in case they may not understand quite what you're asking them on the
So
application?
before we even go into having a meeting with those students, we talk to the community liaison.
Okay.
And go over the program and what our intent is.
All right, okay.
And so the basic intent is to fulfill a need. And then also, not just fulfill a need, but also encourage the kids on what they can do and help them further along in their journey.
That's pretty powerful. It's pretty important too because kids they're very vulnerable in the first place.
Yes.
So you have to have a way to make them feel safe and, being taken care of because they're out there with the elements already, so they're at risk, right?
Right.
So
Well, not just that, some students are not, let's say, they just need the encouragement.
They need encouragement,
They need
right,
encouragement.
right.
Someone that's out there that's going to say, hey, you know what? Don't worry about. Don't always tell a kid. Don't let the past dictate your future.
Okay.
And
Dictate
so
the future.
if we can assist you in that path, let us allow us to do that.
Yeah, what a life. I think that's great. You're giving them an opportunity to change their life. The wherever they were going
perspective of
before,
life.
they can now go someplace else. That's awesome. Eunice, what's your part in this whole
Okay, so
puzzle of possibility here?
yeah, so I'm Yanis Brown, and I'm the event director.
Event director,
for,
okay.
For Live the Dream. So my position is to basically come up with events to fund our scholarships. So since we don't have our own building, or we didn't really have any funding or anything like that, how we fund the scholarships is through our events. So between the ticket sales, the raffles that we have, the silent auction items, people just donating. Sometimes it's us donating. That's usually where we get the money from to give out the scholarships that we give out. So far this year, we've given out one scholarship last month at the event we had last month.
Oh, so you give out
So-
scholarships all during the year, not just one particular thing?
Well, right
When
now, it's been 2 to 3 per year. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
usually based on events, and we give them out at the event. So the event that we have, that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks, we'll be giving out a scholarship at that event also. So I know that when our president and our CEO were speaking, they were saying about the grant that we got and all of that. The one thing about that is, because people think, well, now you got a grant, you don't need any money.
Oh, no.
The thing is that the grant is more so for a building, for administration stuff, for like operating expenses, for things like that. But our events is really what funds
The scholarship?
our scholarship funds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a number of kids applying for the same scholarship, or is it just you've already chosen?
No,
How-
it's an application process. So we try to get kids to apply. for
Okay,
it.
and
So-
then you choose from the scholarships
Right.
who gets it,
Right.
and then they.
It's hard for like students. Students these days, they don't do the proactive way of going out and
Right.
getting scholarships.
No, they don't.
So recently, we've been doing more of the foot stomping, trying to knock down the door and say, hey, look, we have this opportunity. Because our ultimate goal is not just to provide scholarship, but also have a mentor program and partnerships.
Oh, mentor, yeah.
Yeah. So
Some
we
follow
can
through,
assist
follow
them.
up, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So follow
Right.
through,
'Cause-
and mentor them through the process, and then continue to check up and follow up on them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
We
this
need a building
event-
for
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
we need a building for that. But we also need
A
money
building,
through
they need
our-
a building,
We need a
okay.
building. Yes, we need a building for that.
But to start the program and to start the scholarship process, this is the events that we have to make that money to provide for those students to get that first start.
Okay, I know I asked the last group, I'll probably ask everybody. So where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? If we come back on here at the Peninsula View and have a talk, we mention where you are today,
So my vision,
and you've been here 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years from now, what are we going to be talking about?
5 years from now, as far as my vision, especially if we get this building, I want it to be set up so where we would have our own computer room. These kids, that especially the ones that don't have access to internet or computers, that they can come to us. They can fill out their applications, do whatever they need to do, to have someone there also to mentor them, to where they can come and just be safe. Have that environment to be safe. I think that with having something like that in place, a place, because right now we're a P.O. box,
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
It's that, and trying to communicate that way is a lot harder. So, I wanted us to have like different types of programs, how to apply for certain things, how to do your
So a
resume,
building
how
that
to-
could include all this.
Yeah, a place where we can have like even little mini functions, stuff,
Uh-huh.
just different types of events that they could do in that type of environment.
So if one of your scholarship recipients, do they ever contact you for more information once they've gotten started in the certificate program or job program?
Well, currently we have them come back and speak
Oh, okay,
at our
yeah.
functions.
To have
And just
the-
give us an update.
Yeah,
on
give
what's
them
going on.
responsibility in
Right.
passing it on,
It's like
kind
a
of
follow up.
Yeah, that's good.
Just trying to
And they
follow
need
up with
something
them.
in the future, they can always they call you or
And that's
come
the
up-
best thing, because since us having 13 members on the board, and 13 different professionals in 13 different aspects.
I mean, really,
of
I'm
life,
impressed.
You have a wealth of knowledge
Mm-hmm.
to where you can tap into,
All kinds of things.
to where there's no way you couldn't be successful. Because each person on that board is there to give a helping hand. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody's dedicated to make this to be successful.
Yep, and a lot of them, some of them college educated, some of them are trade school educated. So we can come from all different kinds of aspects.
Yeah, that's
to approach
great.
the kid to let them know, yes, maybe you didn't go to college, but you can still be successful. You can still have a career. I'm a hairstylist, so he works in the school education department. So
pardon me, but which school educated?
I'm the principal of Piedmont Middle School.
Piedmont. Okay, good. Okay, I know that school district.
Okay.
right, so within our organization, you know, there's corporate, there's so
That's really
there's a little
good.
bit of everything. So it's we're a wealth of knowledge, you know.
Yeah,
in
just right there on the
itself.
board.
Yeah,
So
in
they have
itself. So
access to you guys, and they can call and get some, support or advice or training.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah, that's a gift to them,
right.
and they can have a choice of where do you want to go with all the other things about. I know your president mentioned flower decoration.
Yes.
I mean, I never would have thought about that, but when I think about it, that's how I buy flowers. It depends on how they're put together.
Yeah, you know,
know?
I heard on the news one time, this was maybe a year or two ago, and they were talking about, all the students that went to college, and they said people were pushing college so much that the trades were hurting. And it's like nobody's doing the trades anymore.
Yeah.
So I think for us, there's an opportunity, to bring trade back out. I mean, my other vision is to, how they do the college fair, but they bring all the colleges in and the military. I want us to do a trade show fair.
A trade show, that's
And
good.
invite all the trade shows, to the schools or the facilities that have those things, to bring them in. And let's do the same thing that they do with the colleges, because
Yeah.
everybody is not cut out for
Because
college.
when you look
Everybody
at it,
doesn't wanna
everybody's
go
doing
to college
everything
either.
to make a city work. Look at it, the city of San
Exactly.
Jose. You have
Right.
every kind of profession possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even taking those things, if we can't have a show, but we could at least go to certain schools and do our own little orientation, our own little fair, just to get some of these kids just to hear something different,
Yeah.
because the pressure sometimes for going to college is so vast in some families, and some
yeah.
kids my mom came home with a bunch of brochures for all kinds of universities, University of Hawaii and whatever, and I basically looked at her and I said, well, who said I was going to college? And it
I
was.
wanna go.
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. So, I had something else that I wanted to
Well,
do.
yeah,
And, a lot
yeah.
of times kids don't have that option. So,
They don't have that option to choose.
to
They have to
choose.
just,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So, I would love for us to do some type of a show or something like that where they could see something else. See, just give them all the information so they can make a real informed decision.
I like that because you don't know who's who when it comes to
Right.
youth. They could be the discoverer of whatever, You just don't know. You're just going to open up their mind and let them choose. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this event
Event.
because I'm coming.
Okay, so this has the word you like. This is going to be at Guglielmo's Winery
And
in Morgan Hill.
Okay.
And it's our 5th annual White and Wine fundraiser.
Get your white outfit ready, you
Yes,
guys.
and this year we do a color every year, so it's been orange, purple.
What do you mean a color?
So it's all white with a touch of.
Oh, okay.
So we do a touch of.
So what's the
different colors. So
cut?
touch,
What's the touch this year?
the touch is black.
Oh, good. I have that already. Okay, I'm safe. I don't have to
Actually, you
buy
gotta
nothing.
dress for it.
Okay, this is it.
Yeah, so it's with a touch of black, and then so we have vendors, we have clothing vendors, we have jewelry vendors. I don't know if some people don't know about Jackie's Place. She's going to be one of our.
Oh,
food
she's
vendors.
one of your
Yeah, she's
Jackie's
going to be one
Place.
of our food.
Good food.
Yes,
good food.
We do silent auctions. We do raffles.
Oh.
So these are things that's going on during the event. We are actually going to be presenting a scholarship this year in honor of Lavelle Pennington, our past president. And then we're also going to have musical entertainment. Lionel Joseph Burns Sr.
Lionel
And we are one
Burns.
band. Yes.
Okay.
Joseph-
I'm gonna let him introduce himself. I'm not gonna take that. Okay. I'm not gonna do that part. He's gonna.
Yeah, so it's going to be on August 4th.
Okay.
It's from 2 to 6, so it's more like a festival atmosphere. It's an
2
outside
to
event.
6. I don't see where you guys can get all that done in 2 to 6. I mean,
We get it done.
You get it done?
We get it done.
in.
It's very
It's like move, 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 move. You guys are moving fast.
Yes, it's a great time. It's a great day. And if anyone is still interested or want to come, please come. You can get tickets at livethedreamnetwork.org. They're also available on Eventbrite. And tickets are still
Eventbrite,
available.
okay.
Yes.
And is this an enclosed event or is
No,
it
it's outside.
open? It's outside?
It's outside. It's outside event. The winery is beautiful.
Oh, I've never
So
been. I never even
it's-
heard of the winery.
Yeah,
before.
it's tinted. So for those that are worried about shade, it's tinted.
Oh, it's tints, okay.
Yeah, so and it's a table and
It's
chair type of
enclosed area?
atmosphere.
Is it an enclosed area?
I mean, it's outside, but there's,
It's a tent.
It's a tent.
Okay.
It's under
The reason I
but it's
say
open and
enclosed
closed.
is that if you really do have to have a ticket to get in.
Yes,
I'm
you do.
saying,
No, you have to
maybe
have
if
to-
you,
you have to have
if you
it.
can get in
We
without it being
professional
closed, then I'm saying, well, may I go to
You
the
might jump in
side
no
door?
business.
You have to get a ticket.
You must have a ticket, okay.
So also one of our things that we're doing also is one of our raffles. We have two raffles. So we have basic kind of raffle prizes, and not that they're basic because they're all our prizes are always nice. But we do a grand prize raffle, and the raffle prize for that is a 5-day, 4-night cruise for two.
A 5 what?
5-day, 4-night cruise for two is our
This
grand
is
prize.
a grand prize?
This is a grand prize.
Do
for our
people
raffle.
have to buy extra tickets for that or
That's a
just the
separate
entrance
ticket.
ticket?
So
Okay, they have to buy another
that's a
ticket. I was
premium.
thinking,
Yeah, that's a premium ticket.
okay, premium
And you do
ticket.
not have to be there.
Present to win.
You don't have to be there?
No.
So people can buy,
You
send
can buy
money in,
tickets
and
and
be
donate if you
notified
have to.
about about your winning this grand
Exactly,
prize.
exactly. So
Now-
not only can you make a donation, but you could also buy a raffle
Now,
ticket.
it doesn't matter what you donate. I mean, how much you pay with this ticket. Everybody's included in the winner. I mean,
Oh.
you don't. Okay, this somebody donated this much money. They deserve it. You don't do it like that, though. Huh? Anybody. The raffle is whoever gets in the
yeah,
raffle.
it's
Oh
chosen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Now, if you choose to buy 100 tickets, you can go ahead and do that. Make the odds better.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's good. So the tickets are $100.
No, the tickets are $5.
Yeah.
They're
$5.
For a raffle
The raffle
yes,
tickets
the
is
raffle
$5.
For the
tickets
raffle,
are
that's what
$5.
I'm saying. $5
Yes,
for a
they're
cruise.
$5 and 5 for 20.
5 for 20.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can get all
so
these
yes,
tickets.
you can buy
man.
$100 worth.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Which would still be a steal for this
Yes, for what
Friday
you get.
cruise.
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
awesome.
Yes, it is.
Now, how did you get that? Now, not that you have to tell me, but I'm just curious. That's a big prize, and the tickets be $5 because usually when you're given a big prize like that,
Mm-hmm.
the tickets cost like $25 to $50 or $100.
Well, our main goal is to get people to buy 100 tickets.
Okay, good.
So the more tickets they buy, the better. And it's just one cruise. And actually, I guess I can say that it was donated
By a
from
person that's committed to your
organization.
dream.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I like it.
And
So-
that's actually been our prize for the last 5 years.
Really?
We give one every year.
Okay.
Yep. So that's like our grand prize, and then a lot of the other prizes that we have are donated to us from different people.
So the other question that came to mind was, do you have some past recipient at this event?
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Usually at all of our events, we have the past person come back and speak, or
Oh,
basically
good.
like a photo op and introduce them to the present recipient. Hopefully they
Oh,
can,
yeah.
share some
Transform.
stories and stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
Of their
I like it.
experience. Yeah.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add about the necessity of coming to this event and how important it is that people participate and support your cause because it is for our youth, and that's very important.
Yeah. We actually just. If you want to say begging, yes, we're.
I'm begging, they begging
but
y'all.
please,
You gotta send money even if you don't come.
Yes, yes. The events are fun. We love doing the events, but it's not like we're throwing a party. It's a fundraiser.
It's with a purpose, right?
Yes, and it helps us to do as much as possible. We give out maybe 1 or 2 scholarships. We would like to give out 5, 10, 15 scholarships. But the more people that come and support our events, the better it is for the people that we can help live the dream.
Okay, I like it. So, Chris, do you have anything to add?
When you come to the event, just be prepared to enjoy yourself. We got
Yes.
great entertainment. bring a little extra money for raffle tickets. And we also have our silent auction and support our vendors out there as well.
Yes.
And just come out to enjoy yourself.
Now, is Jackie going to be your only food vendor, or do you have others?
Jackie's going to be
Jack's
our
our-
only
our sole-
food vendor.
Oh,
but
you
we
guys
also
are in for
have
a
desserts.
treat, a treat.
But then she's going to do a dessert cart as well.
Oh, wonderful. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, can I mention one of our
You
other
can mention
vendors?
anything.
Tyler Gordon. He's like the 13-year-old artist.
I saw him at the Martin Luther King lunch. Is that the young man? Oh,
he will
awesome.
definitely be one of the vendors. And the one thing I think, the reason why I wanted to mention is, right now, even though he's in school, he's an entrepreneur. He's working on a trade.
Wow.
He's presenting a trade. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh,
So it can come from anywhere.
He has awesome talent.
Yeah,
awesome.
come from anywhere. Yeah.
I wonder who he's going to be painting that day. We don't know, huh?
We don't know
It's a
yet.
secret. But
Yeah, we don't know
At the end of the day, he has this awesome portrait of somebody.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, we're working on that, but
Okay.
I'm kind of leaving it up to
It's
him.
going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Chris, anything else?
That's all I have.
Okay. Anish, anything else?
No, I'm good. Tickets are
Okay.
still available. Please help support.
Yeah, and don't forget the website's there. So call, buy your tickets, buy for a friend, or just donate.
Yeah.
Because it's for an awesome cause. It's
And
for
then-
our future, actually.
Actually, I do. Next year,
Okay.
if we have other people that are interested in the scholarship program,
Yes.
and they can also go on our website as well. The form is 24. It's always open.
Okay.
So then, next year when we give out scholarships, maybe that person will find someone else.
So then they can apply all year round.
Yes.
Okay, it's not like from this date to that date.
No.
Oh yeah, good. Okay. If they need any support, your name is there. They can call you.
Yes.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
LiveTheDream.org.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Live the Dream Network.
Network. I'm sorry. LiveTheDreamNetwork.org.
Yes.
Yes.
Live the Dream Network.
We appreciate it
Yeah,
so much.
I have a better, and I knew about it. I've been hearing about it several years, but I have a very in-depth opinion, impression, and knowledgeable information about Live the Dream Network. So
glad.
thanks for that.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay. Okay. Okay, welcome back. We're almost to the end of the show, but we have one of the most important guests on the show is about entertainment that you'll enjoy on August the 4th. So, we're going to let you introduce yourself because I'm not going to mess up your name. So you say it, and that way you're going to say, no, it's this. No, you're going to
It's
say
kind
it.
of long, so you know.
Okay, that's okay. We got plenty of time.
It's Lionel Joseph Burns Sr.,
And you're known as your entertainment name is?
Mr. B.
Okay, Mr. B. That's what I want to say. Okay.
You gonna keep it short?
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
all right.
very short
I
and
like
correct.
that.
You know.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Great state.
I grew up in a church home. You know, my home was, my father was a preacher.
Your father
And
was
he-
preacher. Okay.
He had a couple of gospel groups that he played guitar. And so I grew up singing in the church. And then, you know, we all kind of want to branch out a little bit. So I started singing in blues down
Did
in
your
New
father
Orleans.
approve or disapprove, or just let it be okay? That's what you wanted to do.
He didn't say either or because,
Okay, great.
you know, he was into what he was doing.
Uh-huh.
And I was into what I was doing. So it took a long time for him to even come to one of my shows.
Mm-hmm.
Been on the stage since I was about 15.
Wow.
Recently, I just come off of 13 years traveling around with this Motown cast, and we was doing all the theaters, casinos, and things like that. So I just started my own band a couple of years ago, and we've been going around doing theaters, and we've been doing the Frankie Beverly tribute songs.
Oh, I remember him. That's from my era too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I also do Al Green and, you know, Otis Redding, some
All
of
the
the
good
old,
people. All the
good
real good people.
Yeah, the people that put it
That
out
tells
there.
what it is, like it is down home, right?
So now I just try to. Frankie Beverly is my guy. You know,
I saw him at the Center of Performing Arts here years ago.
1980, I was able to go to a concert in New Orleans, and I was able to see him in the concert, and then he was my guy ever since. I try to mimic every word,
Wow.
do every song that he does. Before I let you go.
Okay, that's just
my
a taste. That's
Frankie
a
right
taste.
there.
Okay, good.
Just a little taste.
Now you said you were going to have a piece of the music that you're going to be playing at this event.
Well,
how are we going to do that? I don't know.
I had a piece of the music, but unfortunately now we can't
You can't do it?
connect it right now.
Okay.
But I just want to say to everybody, come out and support the kids. You know, it's not about me. It's not about Live the Dream Network. It's about the kids that Live the Dream Network are trying to sponsor and trying to get out there and get them jobs so they'll be able to take care of their families, and they'll be able to buy them homes and different things, you know, that we might have missed.
Right. And it's to live their dream, whatever that is. They
Yes,
have an
whatever that
opportunity
is.
to develop that, discover that.
Because I
For
was
themselves.
homeless. I was homeless before.
Oh, were you?
So, you know,
So you know that feeling?
I know that feeling of being homeless, and it's not a good feeling. Right now, I'm happy. I have my beautiful queen, and you know, she keep me in line. So
Of course she does. And
I
she's
have the
here.
Lord, I have my
She's
queen.
here over here. You can't
Yeah,
see her, but she's here.
She's here.
Uh-huh.
Just say hi, honey. But she's there. She's with me all the way.
Okay.
So I say to people, you know, if you haven't purchased your tickets, please get your tickets. Go online to livethedreamnetwork.org and purchase your tickets. They're giving a raffle where I'm sure you probably heard that earlier. They have a raffle for a cruise. The tickets are only $5 for the raffles, but that's separate. We have vendors out there to eat food. We have a silent auction going on. So and a comedian. So it's plenty of things that's going on besides what I'm going to do. But when I come out there, you better be ready and have your dancing shoes on, because I'm so in love with you. That's Al Green. I'm gonna sneak some of that in for some of you folks that might be 40 and up.
Oh, well, I'm saying nothing. I'm just going to be there, okay? I'm not saying where I fall in the group. I'm not doing that. They may be able to guess by this hair, but
Well, it'd be good.
it's in
Guess
there
by the
somewhere.
hair. Since I've been 20, I've had some of this.
Well, I just recently got mine the last 10 to 15 years, but
This hereditary.
yeah, I guess so. That's a sign of age. You know, if you live long enough, you will get it. So unfortunately,
Yes.
So I'm happy about that. So who else will you be doing? Any
Some Al Green, maybe some Otis Redding, some
Otis
Johnny
Redding,
Taylor.
Johnny
You know,
Taylor.
whatever the crowd, when I look at the crowd and they say, you need to do some Johnny Taylor, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be
even
there.
do some Michael Jackson.
What about what's his name? Bill Withers. Bill Withers.
Bill Withers.
He's
I know one of his songs.
yeah. Grandma's Hands.
No.
Okay.
We don't go, you know.
You don't go that far back.
No, I'm not saying nothing.
Okay. But I like Lionel Hampton.
Yes.
No. Okay. Otis Redding.
Otis Redding.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
That's a dude. That's
So
fine.
it'd be good to have you out there and cheering us on.
I probably can't dance, but I could listen and move my body a little bit, you know.
Okay. Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have you out there.
So
Bring
you
5 more people with you.
I will.
So we
this
ask
is
that everybody bring somebody with you. You know, if you come out, if it's 5 of you guys, then ask the other 5 to bring 5 more, because it's gonna be. The purpose is to help the children. That's the main purpose of this fundraiser. It is to help the children. There are many programs that's out there, but this program, Live the Dream Network, is a reason why I'm affiliated with this program. Not just to give you the entertainment, but they touch my heart of the purpose that they have to give back to the children. So we're gonna see y'all there, and we want everybody to come, not just black, not just Spanish or Mexican or whatever your ethnic black people. We want everybody. We touching all souls and all hearts.
The perfect person in the show. So I want to thank you so much for watching and come to this event and participate and donate to Live the Dream. So you're the perfect person to
Thank you
end
so
the
much.
show. So thanks
Thank
a
you for
lot. I
having
just
me.
wish we had a live sample of your music, but in order to get it live, we got to be there on the 4th of August. Okay.
You have to come see it. All right.
Okay. This has been Peninsula View and Mr. B,
Mr. B.
the entertainer. It will be
Yes.
there.
Thank
Okay.
you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right.
What song is joy and pain, sunshine and rain? Come on, y'all, clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Come on. do it by yourself. Come on.
In vain